Whoa. Whoa. Is that the carnivore diet or just...
Day 66.
Ah!
You guys, if you're still watching this, he legitimately has only been eating meat, like nothing. I try and trick him every day into a martini or some goddamn herbs. He won't do it. It's been meat and maybe some honey occasionally. But this dude's serious.
So this is my latest experiment here. So right now I'm experimenting with 5 different kinds. What is going on, world? Friday, July 17th. It is currently 8:39 in the morning, and I'm now on day 66 of the carnivore diet. Honestly, I haven't been recording a lot lately because there just isn't that much to show besides sharing what I'm eating every day and going through things. The last couple weeks I've also been really focused on my team here, the media team, being a leader, being the best manager and the best leader that I can be. So I've been taking more time to put my mental bandwidth focused on that and not focusing on these vlogs here. But if you guys are following me along on Instagram, you will see that I've been documenting and sharing not all the food that I've been eating, but a majority of the food I've been eating. Last night, I broke my fast at around 6:30 or 7 o'clock at night with a nice piece of salmon and a whole bunch of shrimp. This whole last week, I've just been eating a bunch of steak, a bunch of eggs and bacon. And as I mentioned, ever since like day 12, day 13, I've just been feeling on another level. I just finished a nice walk because right now I'm actually preparing for my 1-year transformation photos. I have 2 more weeks to help lean out for that. So I've been increasing the distance and the time that I've been walking in the morning, and we had a nice morning yoga this morning. I'm about to do about 10 minutes of skipping, but it's all been really boring. Like, I'm just doing the same type of cardio every day, and today the gyms are officially open in Canada and here in my city of London, Ontario. So I'm very excited after about 3 to 4 months now of finally being able to go back to the gym. I have a time booked at the gym for 6 o'clock today, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna fast all the way up until I'm done my workout. Maybe I'll have some eggs and bacon before that and some beef. I'll figure it out, but I'm gonna take you guys along the journey for day 66 of the carnivore diet. So come along and let's get this day started.
Hold up.
I am the Hungarian experiment.
The flow is getting long. If you guys go back to a bunch of like videos about a year ago, I used to have just the top here long, and I had like the sides shaved for like the pompadour look. I don't know if that's the right calling for this style of hair, but recently I've been growing up the sides. This is probably the longest I've had the sides of my hair in like several years now. And I think what I'm gonna do, ooh, it's getting a little foggy on here, but I think I'm just gonna keep letting the flow go until about this time next year. So I'm gonna grow out my hair and see how that goes. I think I do need a trim just because up here is so much longer than the sides here, but really looking forward to that. Just clean the lens here. So really looking forward to see what my hair is gonna look like really long. I think I'm at the point where this is like very close to the longest it's ever been. I'll show you guys a picture from back in my college years where I did let it kind of grow out and I had like a shag kind of hair, but I think I'm really gonna try to keep it straight. So put out a poll on Instagram. I think I let the beard go a few months back, and now I'm letting the hair go just to see how that's gonna look. So experimenting with the hair, just letting everything go nuts, and enjoying it so far. Today I think I'm just gonna slick it back, but it's still not long enough back here. Right now. All right guys, so it's about 10 o'clock. We still have about half an hour before our media team meeting, but Spence is here. So I don't think I've properly introduced you to the channel. So tell us a little bit about yourselves and what you think it's like working for the team and with me.
Yeah, so it sucks pretty bad. I'm usually editing for like 8 hours a day. Peter's got a whip that he whips me with when I'm not doing the best job I can. So just trying to keep my back free of cuts and sores.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Come on. So when did you start with us?
So I started like around February. I thought it was kind of like a cult situation. Turns out a bunch of really cool people doing really cool things in the real estate world. So yeah, I'm just figuring that out.
When you came for the interview, right, you were saying the other day that, like, what happened in the interview?
Oh yeah, I come downstairs and it's like an unfinished basement, and then he's just like ripping a bong, and I'm coming from like a background as like a mechanic, so I'm used to like coming in and there's like a guy with a clipboard and he's like, hey, what can you do for me? What can you do on cars, etc., etc. And I come downstairs and he's just sitting there with a bong, taking a toke, and he's like, oh, like what's going on? Like show me some of your work. And I was like, okay, like I guess I'll see where this goes, but I was kind of not taking it seriously at first. And then once I talked to my coworker Spencer a bit more, I really realized like what we're doing here, and just glad to be part of the team now.
Yeah, so you've been here for like 4 to 5 months now, and you've just been plugging away as a major part of the editing, and you're running Matt's TikTok. Like you're doing all Matt's TikTok stuff. So go check out Matt on TikTok, and you'll see all Spence's stuff up on there. And
it's a nice break from all the random kids dancing around and like weird challenges. You get some nice real estate content. So check that out.
Awesome. Yeah, I really appreciate you being on the team here, and you've been a big help. I think I showed on my channel like my PI test, and we actually just reviewed Spence's PI test yesterday, and we're actually like very similar to each other. So it's nice having someone on the team who's like very similar to me, and we kind of think the same and do the same. So very impressed with your editing work and your editing skills, and your like how you can just storyboard stuff in your head and go ahead with everything. So I think you're going to be a huge part of the team. I can't wait to see where we are in like a year from now. So
and he's putting me on the spot by sticking the camera in my face, but I'm gonna get a lot better. I'm gonna like collect my thoughts so I can say what I'm thinking, because I'm usually behind the camera, right? So gotta get better in front of it as well.
I think you're doing great, and again, appreciate you being on the team, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Oh, what's going on, media team?
Hey.
Say what's up to the vlog.
What's up, Peter's vlog?
Spence was already on it today, but what's going on, Janelle? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm meeting with Laura. We're gonna set up a website for Project Mayhem. So that's pretty exciting.
Ooh, that's awesome. All right, let's get into this here. Gonna whip me up a nice cup of bone broth. Yeah, look at that. Getting better. I think this is batch 4 now that I've made. Already had a bunch the other day, but turning out real nice. Look at that. All right, it's currently 1:23 in the afternoon, about to break my fast here, so cheers, world. Bone broth is so good, I love it. Probably have another cup, maybe even 2.5 cups, because that's how much I whipped up here. So that's to break my fast. I've decided now that I'm gonna eat something and I'm gonna carb up before the gym with a bunch of honey. So can't wait for today, see what it's like to actually get back into the gym, but it's time to get back to productivity. So let's go. So we just wrapped up a couple meetings there, and before and after I was working on this thumbnail, currently working on another thumbnail for Matt McKeever's YouTube channel there, and then just scheduling this video, getting it all set and ready. As I mentioned here, I still want to do a couple more for today, but yeah, that's what I've been working on here. And to give you guys a little feedback and a little update on Matt McKeever's YouTube channel, we actually have sponsors now. So this Mike Sherrard guy, he's not a sponsor, but we have like Finlay. If you guys saw from the other day, or you guys check out his YouTube channel, we actually have people paying us now to be on the channel and for us to feature them. And it's actually working out pretty well. So we're making some decent money now on Matt McKeever's YouTube channel. And I think I mentioned as well before here on the YouTube channel that we have wholesalers. And one of our wholesalers, shout out to Tyler, he's crushing it. He just brought in 66 grand on one deal as a wholesaler. And that's absolutely amazing. So shout out to Tyler. But it's crazy to see how, 2.5 to 3 years ago, I joined and started working with Matt and Jeff, and we were just making some videos for them. And now we have a whole media team that's bringing in money every month. So I think this month we're bringing in about 5 to 7 grand
just in sponsorships and fees and stuff like that. Plus our wholesalers are now starting to crush it. This month, hopefully, actually Tyler just locked down that deal, so he did 100 grand this month, and Mike and Shahir will hopefully do 50 grand each. So that'll be like 200 grand from the wholesalers, which is absolutely crazy. Now I'm not going to dive into the details, how much, you know, the splits and all that kind of stuff, but it's crazy to think that like this all started from making a bunch of YouTube videos for Matt, and now we have a whole team of people. You know, we got Spence on the team, we got Spencer, Janelle on the media team, and a whole batch of wholesalers. So we're really like turning this into something serious and real, and it's awesome to be part of it and to help bring this into fruition. So I can't wait, and I can't imagine where we're going to be a year from now. So it's actually pretty crazy, and like I'm super proud to be part of this. You know, I could just be focusing on my channel and could have given up on working with Matt a year or so ago when some things might have went wrong, or, you know, like I had an issue when we were doing Social Lab and some dude stole my camera and my phone and my wallet. But I was like, you know what, this is something special. This is going to be something big one day. And I'm really glad I stuck to it, because it's just starting to bloom right now, and I can't wait to see what this like builds into. So yeah, it's pretty crazy and pretty intense what's going on right now. That's why like right now, like I appreciate you guys following along on my journey, but I'm not, besides just still documenting, I'm not too concerned with this part of my journey and part of my life. I love bringing you guys content. I love sharing with you guys the different experiments that I'm doing, but I feel like my channel will get there in due time. But for right now, it's really important to be focusing on this part of the journey. I mentioned earlier today, I'm trying to become the best manager, the best leader that I can be for the media team right now. So that's really important to me. I'm spending more time working on that, working on aspects to build our media team, to build this whole ecosystem and this culture that we're trying to develop here. And if that means sacrificing for my YouTube channel to do it, like I'm content with that, because I'm content with my journey. I have been over the last 5 years. Ever since I started this journey, I've been really content and glad that I've done it. And you know, I'm willing to sacrifice on my things to help build this big thing. And then once this thing's nice and big and running smooth on its own, that's when I'm going to come and double down on my YouTube channel and double down on my concepts and theories and the things that I want to bring into this world. But it's just crazy to think that like, yeah, things are really starting to work right now, and it's absolutely amazing. So really content right now.
Oh yeah, there we go. Bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon and eggs.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Yo, swole bacon. Whoa. Whoa. Is that the carnivore diet or just...
Day 66.
Ah!
You guys, if you're still watching this, he legitimately has only been eating meat, like nothing. I try and trick him every day into a martini or some goddamn herbs. He won't do it. It's been meat and maybe some honey occasionally. But this dude's serious.
And look at how... Oh my god, he's beautiful.
So it is currently 5:35, and I'm just carving up with some honey here. Getting ready for my workout. I was really excited for this workout, and I still am. I was excited for the gyms reopening in phase 3 here in Canada. But they just made face masks mandatory, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not gonna get into this whole thing, but it's so ridiculous and unnecessary, I feel. This honey is so good. But yeah, I'm not gonna be going to the gym if I have to wear a face mask at the gym while working out. I'd rather just work out downstairs. So I was excited to have a place where I could do cardio. Again, I might go hit up some cardio tonight after this workout, after I eat, which actually reminds me I have to pull out some steak for after so I can defrost. But this is crazy. But nice and carbed up, ready for my workout. I'm not gonna bring the big camera. Might get some stuff on my phone here. Gonna try to do some squats, try to do some dumbbell bench, do a bunch of back stuff. But yeah, I'll figure it out. See you guys later. Oh my God, guys, that was the best workout I've had in like 3 to 4 months. Again, I have a bunch of stuff downstairs. You guys have probably seen I've been doing a bunch of deadlifts, a lot of floor presses with the dumbbells, but I hit some back today, as you guys are probably watching right now. I hit some overhead presses, which I can't really do downstairs because I gotta like snatch it first, so I was able to really crank her out. I did a bunch of squats. I did a bunch of shoulder press. Like, oh, it was the best workout ever, honestly. Like, so I caved. I went out and I bought some masks. So I have a mask here. I really want to go hit up the gym tomorrow and then the next day and keep preparing for these 1-year transformation photos. So it really sucks that I'm like, I feel like I'm giving in right now to something that I truly don't believe in. I don't believe these masks. From all the research that I've been seeing, everything that I've been seeing out there in the world is that this pandemic is not as serious as it is made out to be. I don't even really want to be discussing this right now because I've been avoiding this situation. Here at the house, we've still been going on like life is normal. Nothing has changed for us. We're working harder than ever. We're working as a team. We're still getting together. We're still doing stuff. And no one's gotten sick that I know of. No one here in London, Ontario, the cases are so mild. It's so little. I'm dumbfounded right now at how I feel like I'm giving into this ridiculous thing. And to participate out in society, I have to wear this stupid cloth over my face. Most likely because there's people out there who aren't being healthy. There's people out there who are overweight. There's people out there who are eating like shit. And those are the ones who are getting sick from this thing and who may catch this and are actually having more serious issues because their immune system isn't prepared for a virus, isn't prepared for something like this. So this is how stupid I'll look running around London, Ontario and working out at the gym. I think I'll need a bigger one to help kind of cover my beard a little better. This is so stupid. Fogging up my glasses. But I got a couple New York strip loins pulled there. This will be what I'm eating for dinner. But as you can see, it's a little frozen still. So I'm gonna go hit up a walk here. Hopefully they'll be a little more defrosted when I get back. This is a little disappointing. I was hoping I should have pulled this out a much earlier today, but it is what it is. So I'll come back in a bit and cook that up, and it's currently 8:08. Gonna be eating a little late tonight. Alright guys, checking in there. It's currently 10:12. I've basically been walking around. I did a bunch of laps today instead of going to the gym to do some cardio. I walked around for probably like 45 minutes to an hour listening to some Joe Rogan Experience podcast. This is crazy right now. He has George Knapp and I can't see what it's saying here, but he's got these guys who are talking about like UFOs and stuff, and this is absolutely crazy. So my steaks are still a little cold. They're not frozen anymore. I just salted them, but they're still a little cold. I want them to get to room temperature before I throw them in the cast iron. But I want to show you guys something that I've been experimenting with recently, and it's cigars. So this is my latest experiment here. If you guys are following along, I've stopped smoking weed. I haven't been drinking alcohol this year, and I stopped doing the magical mushrooms, all for a 1-year experiment, just to go straight edge for a year. So what I want to do is get a nice humidor, so I always kind of have cigars on hand, so if we're ever having people over or having a nice event, I can pop out some cigars. So right now I'm experimenting with 5 different kinds. As I mentioned, I'm gonna go get a humidor in the next few days to a week here, but tried this one the other day. Again, I really don't know much about cigars. This is a Romeo and Juliet. This is Havana. So this is made, like the actual place that I bought these cigars is from there. So just gonna experiment with some different kinds, see the different kind of tastes and flavors behind these. But yeah, this is my latest experiment here. I always thought it was badass seeing, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger and a bunch of my role models in the past with a nice cigar in their mouth and just rocking it, you know. I think it's pretty cool. So as I mentioned, I haven't been smoking weed, haven't been drinking alcohol, haven't been doing mushrooms, and I thought, you know, I like the whole ritual of smoking. I think the ritual of sitting down, rolling up a joint, or packing a bowl, and then focusing on your breath, then breathing it in, then kind of relaxing after. It's very enjoyable. And I can definitely say that I've missed that experience from stopping smoking weed. So this is a new way to try to just see what it's like. So I enjoyed this one the other day. I sat outside after we went mansion shopping. We went to Toronto to check out some other mansions because if you guys don't know, we're getting evicted from this place. We're actually renting this place and it got sold. So we have to be out by October 7th. So we want to be moving somewhere by September. So we did a bunch of mansion shopping the other day. Maybe I'll show you guys a little bit of that in another video. But let me know if you guys are interested in that in the comment section down below. But after that, I picked up some of these cigars, sat outside in the sun to get some nice vitamin D and try to get some color for these 1-year transformation photos. And while I was cooking up some steaks on the barbecue, I just had a nice cigar. It was absolutely delicious and amazing and so relaxing. So today I think I'm going to try the Epic. We're gonna try the Epic here today. So interested to try this, see what this is like. I gotta get my cutter out, snip it, and then I'm gonna be lighting up a nice cigar. All right, there we go, world. The 2 steaks are nice and cooked up. It is currently 10:56, and that is gonna be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for coming along the journey of day 66 of the carnivore diet and experimenting with cigars. Smoked about half of it. It's cooling down outside. If it's some of it's left over after this steak, I might have a puff or two, but I'm gonna try to let it die out on its own. And that's gonna be it for me today. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Go smash that like button, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Just here documenting my life as I go through this carnivore diet. Then, as I mentioned, after I do 100 days of this, I'm gonna take 3 weeks off, and then I'm gonna experiment with the vegan diet. So this whole year is dedicated to experimenting with the carnivore versus vegan diet. So this is what I'm here for, the Hungarian experiment, really putting these different diets, putting all these different concepts of life to the test. So if you guys wanna see me experiment with something, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe I'll do it, but I'll see you guys in the next one. I am the Hungarian Experiment.
I am the Hungarian Experiment.